Hello there, adults and fellow children. I'm here today to talk to you about children and the impact they can have in the world. You may think that children are not as smart as adults, not as strong as adults, or not as creative as adults. Exactly. Except for the creative part, adults are smarter than children and adults are stronger than children. But that's the point. If a kid said, "I'm going to make a new meal," an adult would basically say, "Oh, that's great, kid, but how about you wait a while? Maybe 2 years older." Then, if the kid actually made the dish, the adult would be all excited and really proud. However, if an adult did the exact same thing, another adult would probably be really nonchalant about it. The reason why is because adults expect less from children than other adults. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. An example from my own life is my reading of Newbery books. There is a challenge at my school, and it is set up for everybody at it. Whoever can read all the Newbery Honor Award books has their name put on a plaque. I have read 100 out of the current 104. I only have 4 left to go. A lot of people are impressed by my reading skills. However, if an adult read 100, another adult would most likely say, "You've only read 100? Come on, you can do better than that. Read more." So, although my reading abilities are impressive to adults, if I were an adult, adults would not be as impressed as they are with an 11-year-old. They'd probably expect more progress. However, children can use the small expectations that adults have for them to their advantage. Actually, no, to the world's advantage. Yeah, that's right. I'm saying that children can change the world. Just in case you don't believe me, here are some awesome kids who actually did change the world. One kid who did just that is Anne Frank. Anne was 13 years old when she had to go into hiding. The reason for this is because she was Jewish, lived during the Holocaust. During this time, she wrote in her diary. After her death, at the age of 16 in a Nazi camp, her father escaped, and a few years later published her diary. This diary is still inspiring people today and is known as the Diary of Anne Frank. A second famous kid who changed the world is Louis Braille. Louis was 12 when he happened to hear about a way of communication used by the French army. This was one of the building blocks that helped him create his famous alphabet for sight-impaired people. His alphabet was not adapted until 2 years after his death and was adapted by France's Royal Institute for Blind Youth. His alphabet is still used today and is named after his last name, Braille. A third less well-known kid who changed the world is Alex Scott. Alex was less than a year old when she was diagnosed with cancer and spent the first few years of her life fighting for it. After receiving a stem cell transplant around her 4th birthday, she vowed to start a lemonade stand to help kids who were going through the same thing she did. Her brother helped her, and the first stand raised over $2,000. The annual lemonade stand fund for research on cancer became an annual tradition for Alex and her family, and they raised over $1 million. Sadly, soon after, Alex died at the age of 8 from her cancer disease. However, her family still carries on her legacy today through Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation and has raised over $150 million to date. Now, children in the audience, and all the kids who are watching this, I hope you know what you can do now. So go, change the world, change others' lives, and believe in yourself. Oh, and adults in the audience, don't underestimate kids. Give them the same chances you would give other adults. You may be surprised by what happens.